His present, though, consists of working exhausting 12-hour shift each working day, sweeping floors, making tea, and performing other manual tasks to sustain his family. Other than adjusting to a new culture and attempting to heal the wounds of the past, Abdallah is now fighting to provide for his family. Egypt has given its best efforts to assure that refugees have the resources for continuing a decent life. In Egypt, refugees are allowed to live in the cities. The majority of Syrians that register with the United Nations Refugee Agency have housing in Egypt because of our resettlement program.
Namun hadiahnya terdiri dari bekerja shift 12 jam yang melelahkan setiap hari bekerja, menyapu lantai, membuat teh, dan melakukan tugas-tugas manual lainnya untuk menopang keluarganya. Selain menyesuaikan diri dengan budaya baru dan berusaha menyembuhkan budaya masa lalu, Abdullah kini berjuang untuk menafkahi keluarganya. Mesir telah memberikan upaya terbaiknya untuk memastikan bahwa para pengungsi memiliki sumber daya untuk melanjutkan kehidupan yang layak di Mesir. Pengungsi diizinkan untuk tinggal di kota. Mayoritas warga Suriah yang mendaftar ke Badan Pengungsi PBB memiliki perumahan di Mesir karena program pemukiman kembali kepada mereka.
In 2012, we granted Syrian refugees access to public school system and aid and education. In addition, with the help of the UNHCR and other non-governmental organizations, we were able to provide free health care for Syrian refugees. The UNHCR is a crucial channel in providing for refugees like Abdallah. By November of 2018, the UNHCR was operating with only 4% of its annual $104.2 million budget for its operations in the country. The number of refugees continues to rise worldwide.
Pada tahun 2012, kami memberikan akses kepada pengungsi Suriah ke sistem sekolah umum dan bantuan dan juga pendidikan. Selain itu, dengan bantuan UNHCR dan organisasi non-pemerintah lainnya, kami dapat memberikan perawatan kesehatan gratis bagi para pengungsi Suriah. UNHCR adalah saluran penting dalam menyediakan pengungsi seperti Abdullah pada November 2018. UNHCR beroperasi hanya dengan 4% dari anggaran tahunannya yang sebesar 104,2 juta dolar untuk operasinya dan negara. Jumlah pengungsi terus meningkat di seluruh dunia.
The $80 that Abdallah's family currently receives each month from the UN Refugee Agency is insufficient to cover Abdallah's family's needs. The agency that we all helped to found has helped over 50 million refugees like Abdallah to restart their lives. These were also 50 million dreams and hopes that were restored. Unfortunately, the story of Abdallah might not have a happy ending as we expected, and more refugees will face ruin without an urgent increase in funding. As one of the founding nations of the United Nations, Egypt is deeply concerned if the principles of international cooperation might be facing a collapsing stage. We still believe in the driving force of humanitarian work, and we have faith in the effectiveness of the commitments we made into international cooperation.
$80 yang diterima keluarga Abdullah setiap bulan dari Badan Pengungsi PBB tidak cukup untuk memenuhi kebutuhan keluarga Abdullah. Badan yang kita semua bantu untuk dirikan telah membantu lebih dari 50 juta pengungsi seperti Abdullah untuk memulai kembali kehidupan mereka. Ini juga merupakan 50 juta mimpi dan harapan yang dipulihkan. Sayangnya, kisah Abdullah mungkin tidak memiliki akhir yang bahagia seperti yang kita harapkan, dan lebih banyak pengungsi akan menghadapi pemerintahan tanpa peningkatan asal pendanaan sebagai salah satu negara pendiri Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa. Mesir sangat prihatin jika prinsip-prinsip kerjasama internasional mungkin menghadapi tahap yang runtuh. Kami masih percaya pada kekuatan pendorong pekerja kemanusiaan, dan kami memiliki keyakinan dan efektivitas komitmen yang telah kami buat dalam kerjasama internasional ini.
Egypt also recognizes the importance of having countries that are open to receive refugees, and member states who helps with the financial provision to make it happen. Together, we can restore hope for those who stop believing, and through humanitarian actions, we can bring peace to alleviate or even heal those who are wounded by the tragical effects of war. Together, we can help people like Abdallah to continue his education. Investing also means believing. It is by believing that people like Abdallah can continue his education, independently of the circumstances of his past. It is by believing that refugees can leave the past behind and hope for a better future through the opportunities present. With that being said, Egypt would like to express its deep appreciation for every member state who has cooperated with humanitarian action towards refugees by providing shelter or providing funding, as well as to the United Nations Refugee Agency for all of its efforts to continue bringing hope and peace to people in tragic circumstances like Abdallah. The Republic of Egypt hopes that this beautiful work of promoting not only surrounding peace, but internal peace is able to continue and have its harvest. We hope that refugees' lives continue to be restored, and that they acquire the opportunities for a better future. The United Nations first started because many member states believed in a cause. And because they believed in it, they invested in it. From the United Nations, the Refugee Agency was found. In the same way, the continuity of the agency and its impact depends on the continuous faith and the effectiveness that our help has in the lives of these refugees, and ultimately investment on the cause. Together, we can do it. For world peace, for hope, for healing, and for justice for international cooperation. Thank you.
Mesir juga menyadari pentingnya memiliki negara-negara yang terbuka untuk menerima pengungsi dan negara-negara anggota yang membantu menyediakan keuangan untuk mewujudkannya. Bersama-sama kita dapat memulihkan harapan bagi mereka yang berhenti percaya dan melakukan aksi kemanusiaan. Kita dapat membawa perdamaian untuk meringankan atau bahkan menyembuhkan mereka yang terluka oleh dampak tragis perang ini. Bersama-sama kita bisa membantu orang-orang seperti Abdullah untuk melanjutkan pendidikannya. Berinvestasi juga berarti percaya, dengan percaya bahwa orang-orang seperti Abdullah dapat melanjutkan pendidikannya terlepas dari keadaan masa lalunya. Terima kasih.